Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the dispenser auger motor on your refrigerator. It's a really easy job. All you're going to need is a 1/4 inch nut driver, 1/4 inch ratchet with a 1/4 inch socket, a pair of slip joint pliers, and a flat blade screwdriver. Let me show you how we do it. Now, because this repair requires working near electrical circuits, we will have to disconnect the power to the refrigerator, so simply pull the plug on it. We'll next start with opening the freezer door and removing any items on the top shelf, in the ice bin, or on any of these two shelves. We'll then remove that shelf, unsnap it from the right hand side, pull it to the right, and remove it. We'll lift up on the ice bin and pull it forward and remove it. We'll also remove the top shelf, just lift up on it, slide it out. Now next we'll want to remove the cover below the auger motor. Just press down on it, unhook the tabs, tilt it forward, and then remove the two tabs on the bottom that slide into the slots on top of the evaporator fan cover. We'll next remove 3 screws that hold that auger motor assembly in place. I don't think that'll fall. Next, we'll just lift up slightly on that auger motor, and be careful, it is fairly heavy, and pull it out far enough to disconnect the wire harness that goes up to the ice maker. You may need a flat blade screwdriver to disengage the locking tabs. Just pull them out to the side. And pop that plug off. Now if you lower that motor down enough, you'll have access to the wire harness at the back, and again it has locking tabs on it, so squeeze those together, disconnect it. And pull the assembly straight out. And we can set that on a suitable work surface to do the repair. Now that we have the auger motor assembly on a suitable work surface, we can begin our repair. Now to replace the motor, we'll need to remove the drive fork on the end of that motor shaft, and it's on with the left-hand thread, so we basically need to turn it clockwise to release it. At the same time, we'll have to hold the shaft in place with a pair of slip joint pliers. Once we remove that, we can remove the 3/4 inch hex head screws, 2 wire terminals at the back, and then we can pull the motor out of the assembly. Now we'll begin by putting the slip joint pliers on the old motor shaft and getting a good firm grip on that. And then with a flat blade screwdriver or something suitable, put it in between the forks and turn it clockwise to loosen it. We'll set that aside. Next, we'll roll it over and remove 2 wire terminals. And now we'll remove the 3/4 inch hex head screws that hold the motor to the frame. Will allow us to pull the motor out through the back. Now it does have a plastic cover that encases the motor, and we'll reuse that. Now to remove the protective plastic shield on the motor, we'll first disengage the 3 tabs on the bottom that sit over the motor mount screw ports. And also note that we've got 2 wire terminals poking through the front. So we're going to pivot that plastic housing towards those wire terminals so that we clear them. And once they're pulled out of the way, we can remove the whole cover. We'll set the old motor aside, and we'll just do the reverse to put the cover on the new motor. Need to reshape those wire terminals so that they'll fit into the slots. And if need be, just use your flat blade screwdriver to work that into place. We'll seat those tabs in the bottom. Now we're ready to set that motor into the housing. Make sure we don't pinch any of the wire harnesses. Now while holding it up against the front of that housing, we'll line up one of the screw holes. Insert that screw. Don't need to tighten them yet until we install the other 2 screws. Tighten them all securely. And flip that back over. Install the 2 wire terminals. Make sure they fit snug. If they're a little bit loose, just take a pair of needle nose pliers and crimp them a bit. Now we're ready to install the fork on the end of the motor shaft. And again, it is a left-hand thread, so we're going to turn it counterclockwise to install it. And we want to tighten that so that the bottom of that fork meets the shoulder on that motor shaft. So we use our slip joint pliers again, get a good grip on the motor shaft, and then with a flat blade screwdriver, now that we've got the nut tight on the end of the motor shaft, we're ready to reinstall the assembly in the refrigerator. Now we're ready to reinstall the auger motor assembly. We'll start by connecting the wire harness to the rear. Make sure the locking tabs on the harness connector engage solidly. And we'll connect the harness to the top of the assembly. And we'll lift the whole assembly into place. Now ready to secure it with the 3/4 inch screws. Now install the deflector on the bottom. We'll engage these two tabs on the second slot up on the evaporator fan cover, and then just tilt the deflector back into place. We'll next install the upper shelf. Engage it in the top track. Next we'll install the ice bin. Make sure it's engaged fully. Replace any shelves that we removed. Now we're ready to reconnect power to the refrigerator, and our repair is complete.
Told you it was an easy job. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your repair.